viewership. We're here at the International African Arts Festival. We're here with Inf the author. He's here to tell us a little bit about his brand and what he does. How you doing, brother?
I'm all right, man. It ain't saying it.
All right. That's what's up. Can you give us a little bit of info about your book and what you do?
Okay, well, my book is called Necessary Evil. It's based on the social ecology of New York's drug trade during the mid to early 90s, loosely based on a lot of my experiences, but I changed the names and locations to protect the innocent as well as the guilty. I sold roughly 13,000 copies so far, all independent. I also address a multitude of social issues like RICO law, Giuliani administration, racial discrimination in New York's judicial system. So it's a powerful piece. As for me, what I do, man, I promote black-owned business. You know, I'm a social activist. I'm always in different schools, different detention centers, speaking to at-risk teens, hopefully trying to help them find a way to deter them from all the negativity and doing the wrong thing in those streets.
That's right, brother.
That's what I'm all about.
All right. Can you touch on the rarities of black-owned businesses?
Well, you know, to tell you the truth, I don't think that black-owned business is rare. I think what happens is the success of black-owned business is very rare. And I think that's due to the fact that our people have a tendency to not support their own, unfortunately. You know, our people don't support our own a lot of times. And you also have to blame it on the business person too, because I've met a lot of people that want to go into business and they're not prepared to give themselves 40 to 60 hours a week. And I always recommend to people that if you want to be successful at some level, you have to give yourself the same time, investment, and energy that you would give that cracker. You know what I'm saying? Pardon me for saying that like that, you know, but we only call them cracker because of the sound of the whip cracking when we were slaves. So if you're going to give that cracker 40, 50 hours, give yourself 60 to 80 hours and invest in your dream. You can't expect somebody to invest in you if you won't invest in yourself.
Right. Right. Brother, can you touch on some of your favorite moments of being founded or being a writer?
Some of my favorite moments of being a writer was oh man, I have so many different moments. I gotta say one of the highlights is meeting Sarnetta and having Brother Sarnetta recognize me, having Brother Minister Polite recognize me, having Minister Inky recognize me, and the Million Man March, man. When I was at the Million Man March, this is my first time in life seeing so many black people together and seeing all that love, you know. A lot of people will ask me about this, you know, about Barnes & Nobles. And a lot of people will tell me, yo, listen, man, when we found out you was having a book signing at Barnes & Noble's, you have arrived. And, you know, what aches me with my people is that we continue to wait for the next man to validate us. You understand what I'm saying? So Barnes & Noble's didn't validate me the way Sarnetta validated me. The way Pharaonic clothing validates me. You understand? My people validate me before any book company does. And that's it, man. I'm completely independent. You know, I always step on the scene with raw ambition, you know, believe and you can achieve, you know what I'm saying? If you can conceive it, you can achieve it.
Right. And in closing, what can we expect from your brand in the future, and can you give us your last statements?
Okay. Well, what you can expect from me in the future is expect a clothing line, because I have a Necessary Evil clothing line coming out. Expect more books coming from me. You know, I have part 2 will be out by the end of the summer. I also have some other pieces coming out. Expect a science fiction piece to come out. So there's a lot of things I'm doing. I'm also trying to create a committee for black authors to unify us. There's a lot of movements that's going on. And expect me to be, whatever your local ghetto is at, uplifting people, because that's what I'm about. You know, I'm in the jails uplifting people. I'm in detention centers uplifting people, colleges, wherever there's at-risk teens or young black kids that need help, I'm there. My closing statement is, you know, you get out of things, you get from things what you put out. And even more powerful is a statement I live by. It's a bar from Jhutyms, and he says, hard work beats talent if the talent don't work hard. So you gotta always remember, if you're out there, you can be a talented person, you can be as great as you want to be, but trust me, there's somebody just as talented as you that's working twice as hard. So to beat the competition, you have to work triple hard and also be talented. But yeah, that's my closing statement, man. Hard work beats talent if the talent don't work hard. If you want to get my book, you can go to my website, KareemHayes.com, KareemHayes.com, or inftheauthor.com, INFTHEAUTHOR.com, or you can go on Amazon and get a copy of my book. You know what I'm saying? You can hit up my man Ferronic, because that's the big bro. The big bro know where to find me, you heard? You hit him up, he know where to find me. You know what I mean? And I'm signing out, man. In for the author. Peace.
Peace. All right, family, we're here with another segment of Business as Usual, Gretski TV. We're here at the International African Arts Festival. We're here with Brother Haz and his products, here to give us a little bit of info. How you doing, brother?
All right, peace. What's going on, everybody out there?
Yes, sir. All right, brother, you could give us a little bit of info about what you have here.
Yeah, I got my vegan cheesecake right here. No dairy, no sugar, no soy. It's out of raw cashews, lemon juice, organic coconut oil, agave. The topping is blueberry, strawberry, and the bottom is almond meal and raisin. And it's off the hook. So you know what I'm saying?
Can you tell us a little bit about when you started making these products?
Okay, I started these about 4 years ago. So, you know, over the years, I started one way, then I kept critiquing it till it got to where it's at now, which, if you ask anybody that had it, they'll tell you about it. So yeah, so I've been doing this one for like 4 years. I got a few more in the making, but this one is more popular to the masses that had it. Yeah. Out here in New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? That's about it with this.
Yes, that's what's up, brother. Can you speak on the rarities of black-owned business and why it's important to support not only businesses like yours, but all black-owned businesses?
Yes, it's very important to have to support black-owned business, to keep it in our communities, for one, so we can put back into the communities, for two, and to promote a healthy lifestyle. You know, getting back to the earth, organic, you know, fresh fruits and vegetables, of course. So it's important for the young ones that's coming behind us, so we can leave something, so it can be better for us in the future when we come back incarnation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very important, So we out here, the energy is good. You know, you see all the people out here. So that's important to stick, you know what I mean? That's how it was in the beginning. We got to get back to that. We won't be caught up in the system, so that's my take on it.
Yes. Brother, can you touch on some of your favorite moments since cooking and doing what you do?
My favorite moment, I have a lot of them. Just being out at the different events, the venues, seeing our people smiling, everybody, you know, mingling, mixing in, everybody supporting each other. That's like, I mean, I ain't really got one particular favorite moment. It's a variety of all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
What can we expect from your brand in the future? And then can you give us your last statement?
All right. You can expect my brand in the future. More raw vegan desserts. Anything else creative. I like creating different things and sticking to that. Yeah, just look for me, you know what I'm saying? What's the last one?
Any last statements that you have?
My last statement is we all got to come back together, support each other. You know, we all here on this planet, so we got to live, you know what I'm saying? Just be beautiful to one another, that's all. Yeah. That's my last statement.
Can you give us your contact information and how to, you know, patronize with your business?
Right. My contact on Facebook is H-A-Z-Z Belcher, B-E-L-C-H-E-R. And on Instagram, it's H-A-D-Z-R-A-T. And my email is HAZZYB16@gmail.com, and holler at me there.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Peace.
What size is that? 6.5, 7.5. Good, good. How you doing? What? No, I just got yeah. Okay.
Lemonade. Strawberry lemonade. I'm coming, okay?
What, they gave him what?
Spiritual warrior. I'm the author of the book Spiritual Warriors Are Healers. Upcoming book will be out in just maybe a couple of months. It's called Hopkins in the Spirit of the Magic. So all you people out there that enjoy spiritual warriors are healers, you will love this because I'm talking about how to really be a warrior, how to go through all those steps from a Kemetic, ancient African perspective. He goes through an initiation, so you kind of like go through an initiation.
Yes. Bob, I would like for you to speak on some of your favorite moments since being founded and doing what you do.
I don't know if I have any one specific favorite moment. I've been in the presence of some great dynamic people. I've traveled to Kemet, as you know, Egypt 27 times. I've been to 28 countries on the African continent. I've met presidents, all of them. I guess meeting Julius Nyerere, president of Tanzania, is probably a highlight. I was a bodyguard for Commodore Barry Park. That's a highlight. Pelosi said Harvey, Ossie Davis. I met Malcolm X when I was 14. I became a youth coordinator of the Organization of Afro-American Youth. So my whole life was a highlight. Sitting at the feet and working with Dr. John Henry Clark, going to Africa 5 times with Dr. Ben, Joseph Ben Hakim, sitting at the feet of Jacob Crothers, one of the founders of ASCAP, being a student of Sister Riketi Alman, one of the greatest linguists in the world. So I got so many highlights. I mean, I could probably do this all afternoon.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Can you touch on some of the misunderstandings that you may come across with what you do?
Well, besides being a holistic healer, I'm a Kemetic spiritual priest, Grand Master in the African martial arts. You know, everybody who is intelligent, when they hear about what ancient Kemet is about, there's really no discrepancies. My usual discrepancies is usually among ignorant people or people who just don't know their history and don't know their culture. But when you know the truth is universal. So I don't need to debate with anybody. All I do is present the truth. If you like it, fine. If you don't, I'm fine with that also. So I don't do any debates. I don't argue with folks. I only operate with people, like-minded people, and people who are about ma'at, truth, justice, righteous, harmonious, balance, reciprocity, all those things. So the center of my life is ma'at. So I don't really have any problems with that. If people are not down with ma'at, I'm not down with them.
Correct. And last, in closing, can you give us what can my viewership expect from your brand in the future, and any last statements that you may have?
Well, like I said, we're doing the 3rd edition of Spiritual Warriors and Healers. And then I'm coming out with my new book, which has a volume 1 and 2, called Menchu Hotep and the Spirit of the Magi. So that will be out this summer. So we're giving a bus tour to Boston in August. In September, we're taking people to Washington, D.C. on the Potomac, doing the Frederick Douglass House, Benjamin Banneker, 116th Street. So we got a whole lot of things. We tell people, please tap into my website, www.mfundishi.com.
Thank you so much, brother. Uncle Jasineb, Dua.
Uncle Jasineb.
You. All right, audience, we're here at the International African Arts Festival. We're here with the brother Red Pill, here to tell us a little bit about his brand and what's going on, brother.
Yeah, peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Brother Red Pill representing Oda Ledge, KTL, also Kings County Clothier, Soldier Culture, and a few other brands. But today we're here to talk about Kings County, impact of it, you know what I mean, what the brand represents, you know what I mean, what we're here to do, and what we've been doing for about 10 years.
Can I have one of your cards? Does that say the same thing, King County?
This is for the award show in Atlanta called the Black Power Awards.
Okay.
I'll be the host. We ran out of cards. What I have is an email list. Sign up, please. Thank you.
I got it.
Down.
Yes, brother. You already touched on, but can you speak on how you were founded and things like that?
Well, our inception is a very interesting story. I come out of the quote-unquote industry. I was a stylist, you know what I mean? And as a stylist, I had access to manufacturing of the merch, quote-unquote, what they call the merch. That's what the artists utilize to make, you know, another currency stream when they're also on tour, when they're selling their albums or their digital downloads. As we know today in the music industry, one of the things as a result of the rise of technology is they say that music doesn't sell. So a lot of artists lean on merch. So in 2003, I had the opportunity to get down with my brother Pitbull, Armando Perez, who's a global pop star right now.
Yeah.
Back then he was a crunk rapper, you know what I'm saying? So he saw the talent, he saw the skills, you know what I mean? He saw the whole New York flavor that we used to bring to Miami during the All-Star Weekend and things of that nature. So he tapped me to come down to come down to Miami, put me up in a spot right there near the beach. I started working for him, going on tour with him, documenting his rise, learning the merch game, got introduced to silk screening, got introduced to transfers and rhinestones and, you know, the what I call is the production phase of products. Something that we're not taught in school, something we're not even taught in organizations, something we're not taught on TV, something we're not taught in whatever's black. They're not teaching us how it's made or the products or what's the name of the machine or what's the nuts to the bolts. Like what are the steps it takes? You only see the product because they market to you as a consumer or they market to you as an employee. They don't market to you as an owner. They don't market to you as a creator. They don't market to you as somebody who has the skill set or the right to take an idea and to monopolize on it. That's how they keep the market, you know, without competition. So I got you know what I mean? This, like I said, this is 03. This is not the YouTube era. This is not the internet era. This is not when you can find out the how-to videos. This is pre-social media. So by being exposed to that, I was able now to incorporate the studies that I was in at that time, which was Nile Valley Civilization, Ancient Kemetic Studies. I was very knee deep in it and beginning to, you know, enter into the realm of Moorish studies and things of that nature. But Kemet was real heavy on my mind. The imagery was speaking to me. The motifs, the iconography was speaking to me. I'm in the Met. I'm opening up books and looking in it. I'm feeling like I'm seeing things that were stolen from me. I'm feeling like I'm seeing artifacts that I was once familiar with. So I had this brilliant idea to put the artifacts or the symbols on clothing, utilizing the technology that I was learning at the time, which was not even silkscreen. It was heat pressing. It was archaic at that time, you know what I'm saying? But you have to start from somewhere. Yeah. So we went from selling $80 t-shirts with, how you doing, good brother? All right. The sister right there help you out if you need help. No doubt. We went from selling the $80 t-shirts with Pac, Biggie. Remember that phase with the rappers on it with the rhinestones? That's what we were doing. We were ushering that in. There was a brother by the name of Vinny out of Philly, right? He was one of the head leaders of that game. He was one of the pioneers of that whole movement. Yeah. And he put me on, taught me the game and whatnot. So I went from doing that to selling $20 and $30 t-shirts with our iconography on it. Why $30? Because at that point, the demographics that we were, or the target audience that we were reaching out to, they were not going to pay $80 for a t-shirt with King Tutankhamun on it, or Akhenaten, or Queen Ty for that matter, with rhinestones on it. You know, the budget, I guess the budgets weren't the same as the quote-unquote hip-hop world or the industry, where they had expendable resources to spend $80 on a t-shirt with $100 sneakers. That's the world that I come from. You know what I mean? $500 shirts, Versace, you know, that's our world. I come from that era. I come from the tunnel era. I'm Flatbush. I come from the low life, G-Force, Brooklyn, Hilfiger, Low, all of that. That's where we boost the era. We come out of that. So we incorporate the fact that we know that you can speak through symbols, that you can speak through iconography. Why do you think polo was capturing the minds of the youth? Right. When you go back and look at it, they had ancient Aztec prints on their clothes. They had ancient Native American prints. You come to find out that aboriginally, or you're indigenous, and that's part of your tribe. They had something called a silk crest. When you do the study of the Moors, that's the royal, our coat of arms were the coat of arms. That's what they put on the silk crest. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of the iconography that not only Ralph Lauren, but a lot of the designers use, from patterns to colors to, you know, the geographical artwork, all of this stuff, the practical designs, African at its core. Yes. The Moris, the lizards, the bags that Gucci makes, and Louis, all of the fine leather. Like they said in Hidden Colors, crocodiles are not native to Europe. Lions and all of the fine leather is not native to Europe. It was introduced by Africans. Africans, you have the right to stand on the fact that the people are teaching you that they taught you, you taught them. Yeah. I challenge anybody to debate you. That's non-debatable. Right. Okay? So we can't get upset at the fact that they learned from us. We have to take that and utilize that to empower us. When it comes to fashion, you are the alpha omega to that. That's you are fashion. Right. Man makes the clothes and clothes don't make the man. Right. When you put on something versus when somebody else puts it on, you understand what I'm talking about. You give life to fabric. So along the Silk Road and things like that, we would trade fine fabrics, we would trade fine, you know, we brought the silk in, the color purple, all of this stuff is native to us. So I'm only tapping into my ancestral DNA, and it's making me bring it back. So now when you wear a shirt with a motif, with some of the iconography of the ancestors, a picture speaks 1,000 words, right? I'm identifying with my demographics that I'm awake, because I can't be dead wearing this stuff. Yes. You're not just gonna wake up and you not vibrating on a frequency and you dead and you throwing all of this on. This is not pop culture. Very true. So I'm combating the negative portrayal what I did was consciously combat the negative portrayal that our people were utilizing. My generation, they were wearing clothes with Bart Simpson on it, holding a gun, or people with cereal boxes selling cocaine, or, you know, just the derogatory images that our people willingly put on their backs. You're judged by your uniform and your outfit. That's how you're recognized. I would recognize a firefighter when he jumps out of a fire truck in all red. If he hopped out with his pants sagging, with a tank top on, I wouldn't take him that serious. So black man, they're not taking you serious in the world because you don't look serious. You're not.
All right, we're back here with Brother Red Pill, and I want to get him to touch on some of the misunderstandings that he may come across, especially pertaining to the iconography and the symbolism.
One of the misunderstandings, you know, that we have is people don't understand the fact that their culture is where their wealth lies. Meaning, if you find yourself in poverty, or if you find yourself studying this information or rediscovering your culture, and you're still at a loss, the elder right there, yes, you're still at a loss, or you're still at a state where you feel that you can't, or you feel like a have-not, or you feel like you don't have, or you're buying into what the European or what niggas have been trying to program into an energy or frequency of lack, then you don't realize that the priceless, you don't realize the wealth of your culture. You have to take your culture back. By doing that, you will realize the true wealth in not only your culture, but yourself. It's called man know thyself. So as I began to know thyself, I began to know thy wealth, and I began to notice that everything that was around me that was utilized and being marketed back to me and sold back to me was initially mine. So I had every right to appropriate my culture and take it back and utilize that to not only feed my children, you know what I'm saying? Not only to help fund other projects, not only also being utilized to help other brothers and sisters start their own projects, but I was able also to help invest in my business and help it grow and things of that nature. So, you know, a lot of people don't even understand what kind of power, and they don't understand what kind of prestige, and they really don't have an understanding of the value of their culture. Case in point, when I came out with Kings County 10 years ago, throughout the years I began to see that there were major brands that were taking the motifs or the iconography of ancient Kemet and creating campaigns around that, or building their brands around that, or utilizing that as the, you know, like they were the ones who were starting the wave, while they were riding the wave that was being provided by brothers and sisters that were on the ground in the streets of New York City. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, we only here to make, to put on record, to document legacy, to let it be known, you know, that we are pioneers when it comes to the streetwear, this conscious streetwear. We're not the only ones. Shout out to Pharaonic brand. There are others that are out there as well who have represented and did this thing. But I'm definitely here to let you know that on the streets of 125th Street, against all odds, while my niggas laughed at me, while my niggas ridiculed me, while I became the laughing stock of not the conscious community, the community that I came out of, the streets. You know what I mean? So, you know, one of the misunderstandings of this shit was a cakewalk. One of the misunderstandings is, oh, I could just make my clothing line and come outside and I'm gonna be successful. One of the misunderstandings is that a lot of people they carried a lot of weight on their shoulders and put their pride in their back pocket to do what it is that had to be done, because nobody, if not us, then who? Nobody else was willing to do it. So, you know, I'm about paying homage. I'm about, like I said, legacy. I'm about, you know, giving people the props when they earn the props. Don't give me no props if I ain't earn it. But never in your life, don't look down on the contributions that we've given the community and to our nation, into our fallen humanity. You know what I mean? By doing what it is that we've done. Because like I said, coming out of the industry or coming out of the streets where my diet my weekly diet was a few racks. You know what I'm saying? Like I ate bread. You know what I mean? I wasn't on an Atkins diet. So to come into the community, you have to take this self-avow, a vow of poverty, of piousness, when you're dealing with your people in the beginning. You know, and it was not easy. I did 10 years straight. So it's nothing that I could talk about right now. I can't talk down to it. I can't say that because it made me who the hell I am today, and it is what it is. But what is needed at the end of the day is production. What is needed at the end of the day is cooperation. What is needed at the end of the day is us to work as a network. Everybody that we're working against, or we saying is working against us, they're working as cooperatives. They're working collaboratively. They're working as a network. You know what I'm saying? They're using their resources and putting it together. So I need places. Look at how many homeless people is in New York. Look how many brothers don't have a job. Look how many people is waking up conscious and they don't want to be a part of the matrix. Like I have visions where we have factories where there's many machines. So,
and quickly, can you touch on what can we expect from your brand in the future?
What you
and then
can
your last
expect from
statement.
my brand in the future is collaboration. What you can expect from my brand in the future is more designers. What you can expect from the brand in the future, we're moving our production from New York down south. Why, Red Pill? Because New York will have you stagnated. There's not enough resources in order for my company to match the growth that it's doing right now. I have issues in New York when it comes to labor, when it comes to room, inventory, all of these things, resources or the lack thereof.
Right.
And I'm not here to throw nothing, I ain't here to bust my gun against nothing and nothing. I'm just gonna say that it's about moving forward, growing to the you know what I mean, to the supply and demand of our people. Brothers and sisters want to make big orders now. We have successfully identified inside of the conscious community, it is a conscious industry now. So within this industry, we have to now consolidate and we have to come together and we have to bring our resources together so we could grow at an exponential rate. So we're going to be getting into bulk, we're going to be getting into wholesale. We have a website coming called mark125.com. That's going to be showcasing all of the different brands that are out here, independent brothers and sisters that want to be part of the age of entrepreneurism. That's what we're coming to the table with. So kingscounty.com is coming. kingscounty.bigcartel is here right now. Look for more designs, more stuff, jewelry, all of this stuff. Everything is on its way. Ancient Chemistry. This is one of the brothers that I work with. He said I inspired him. This is a new line. All right? No doubt. Love and light, y'all. Peace.
You're ready.
For your skin and absorb. It's going in. So if you take a nice warm shower, you come out the shower, you can give it to the whole point of the candle, you can bring back your stuff with your love. So if you come here, you're having a long day, you feel like you're stressed.
All right, audience, how you doing? We're back with another segment of Business as Usual, Gretski TV. We're here with Shatavia and her brand. She's here to tell us a little bit about what she does. How you doing?
Hey guys, so my name is Shatavia. The name of my business is Evanescence. I have some beautiful handmade aromatherapy candles. I have some awesome aura mist to clean your energy, as well as some essential oils that I make as well. All of my products are all natural, chemical-free, handmade personally by me. Now, where I got the concept of my business is the ancient philosophy of Kemet, which is now known as Egypt. Now, what the Kemites knew was that you can heal the mind, the body, and the spirit through essential oils, through herbs, certain essence of a plant. So I just want to bring that same science back to modern day man to heal us, because right now we are desperately in times of healing.
Love it, I love it. Can you recall any of your favorite moments since being in business?
My favorite moments is connecting with people, teaching people about our culture, our history, our science. And so I love to see the amazing look on people's faces when they learn that their ancient ancestors have done this mastery before modern day science. Everything that we have now is nothing new under the sun. We've been had this science. We've been had aromatherapy, essential oils, these healing techniques. And they're calling it new age, but it's actually old. This has been since like man was on earth.
Great. I would like for you to touch on some misunderstandings that you come across with your work.
Okay, so a lot of people, they come to my table when I'm vending and they say, you know, what's so special about a candle, but my candles are different. Not only are they handmade, which means that I put my love and my energy into them, unlike most manufacturers who use machines and factories, it's not personal. There's no energy into it. The products are dead, empty. And also, my products, you can use them as a moisturizer on your skin. Like so. I might show you. I'm gonna show you real quick. So, I'm gonna use you as a tester. So I'm gonna get a little bit more for you. So it's a candle that turns into a moisturizer.
Okay.
So it goes on smooth, it has vitamin E, it has aloe in it, so if you have any type of skin conditions like eczema, dry skin, stretch marks, blemishes, you name it, wrinkles, it takes care of it. And the candles, they burn for over 60 hours.
Wow, that's great. I would like for you to touch on what can we expect from your brand in the future, and if you have any last statements, and then your contact information.
Okay, so what I'm planning to take my business is, you know, right now I'm just a vendor. I've only been in business for about a year now. So I'm still new, but I'm branching out. I plan on having a franchise. I want to expand it, potentially maybe go corporate or just even help other businesses and expand with other cultural businesses that are doing the same thing as me, healing people through holistic methods. Where you can find me is my website is evanescence.net. I'm also on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter. So yeah, you can just type in Evanescence, you can type in Shatavia, Evanescence, and you'll find me. I think, what was the other question?
No, that's it.
So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Check out my products. I'm definitely sure that you'll love it. And take care. Peace.
Thank you. All right, audience, we're here back at the International African Arts Festival. We're here with Uniquelywired M and her brand, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she got going on. How you doing?
I'm well, and how are you guys?
All right, we're doing well. So give us a little bit of info about your brand and how you got started.
Well, I started about 2 years ago, and it just came up of just wanting to use my creativity in a lot of different ways outside of art. I do paintings, and I do hair and makeup, and I just was like, you know, I want to try it out. So I tried it out and wanted to work with the most rawest things, from crystals and copper, to keep it pretty much earth's tones and nature. So that's pretty much how it started as far as making jewelry.
Great. Can you give us some of the moments you recall, some of your favorite moments since being in business?
Well, one of my favorite moments was actually here at Afropunk last year, where I was able to give some pieces to Lauryn Hill. Like right off the strip of her coming out of the stage, and she happened to pass me. I'm like, hey Lauren, and I gave her some pieces. That was pretty cool.
Sounds
one of my
good.
biggest ones.
Great. So what can we expect from your brand in the future?
Well, you can definitely expect some. It's going to be broadened. It's definitely going to be broadened. I don't want to say too much because I don't really want to give too much out, because people take those ideas. But it's definitely going to branch out into more than just jewelry and art. I'll just leave it at that. Like, you're going to be seeing statues and type stuff. Like,
Sounds great.
And on some bigger people, like some, you know, higher up there people that hope will love and support my brand.
Great. So in closing, if you have any last statements, and then can you give us your contact information?
Yeah, last statements. One, let's stop working at 9 to 5 and putting that work into what we were meant to do. And that only comes when you take yourself out of that fear and do what you love. So that's like a tip I would give people, just to find that craft that you're good at and do what you love. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Uniquelywired M. The logo looks a little bit like this. So if you see that, that'll be me. All right?
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Made out of all cats. Y'all gonna eat it now? Yeah, we're gonna eat it. Right. Same starting pink.
All right, audience, we're here at the International African Arts Festival. We're here with the brother from Black and Nobel, here to tell you a little bit about his business and what he does.
Hi, my name's Hakim Hopkins. I'm the founder of Black and Nobel bookstore out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today we up in Brooklyn at the International African Arts Festival. It's definitely been a beautiful 4 days. We've been up here vending for 4 days straight. We get tons of love from New York City. Just definitely thankful to be able to even be in front of this camera. So, you know, any questions you have?
Yes, brother. I would like for you to touch on any of the favorite moments that you had since being in business.
Road trips is my favorite. You know, I travel cross country. And particularly, I drove last year to Las Vegas for the CES Consumer Electronics Show. That may have been one of my favorite times in business. And then just coming to events like this one, feeling the culture that is still alive, keeping the culture alive. You know, that's one of my favorite things to do is travel and be on the road and meet different people and promote the company. So each and every time that I do go outside of our city or my environment, I always have a blessed time. So that one definitely, my road trip to California and Las Vegas to the West Coast. Great. And it was all about business and books.
Great. What can we expect from your business in the future?
You can expect to see us in a town near you because we're taking Black and Nobel as how we originally started as a mobile business and vending. You know, the store is lovely. We're in the middle of North Philly and we're very well appreciated. Been open almost 14 years. We plan on staying there, but we really want to hit the road and create a pop-up shop type of environment for ourselves when we get in your environment. So look forward to us popping up in your neighborhood with all the goodies.
Great. And then in closing, if you have any last statements, and then can you give us your contact information?
Oh yeah, my name is Hakim Hopkins. You can follow me at erieab.com. That's ERIAVEDOTCOM at erieab.com on Twitter. On Instagram, it's at Black and Nobel. That's BLACKANDNOBEL. You can follow me personally at Hakim Hopkins. You can follow us at Black Nobel on Facebook. And our website is blackandnobel.com. That's blackandnobel.com. And our YouTube channel, which is famous around the world, is just simply Black and Nobel. And my phone number at the store is 215-965-1559. That's Black and Nobel, 215-965-1559. Black and Nobel, we ship to prisons. You can follow us there and also give us a call at any time because we answer that phone 24/7.
All right, thank you, brother. Yes, yes.
Big shout out to Spaz Gretski. Appreciate all the love and support coming from New York City to Philadelphia. Black and Nobel, we ship to prisons. Peace.
Peace.